there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, we have the backstage reaction to Tony Khan's weird meltdown.
I'm going to tell you why AEW is suddenly hot-shotting the international title.
We've got talk of a bidding war for WWE Raw.
And Vladimir Kozlov is back. I'm Anna Wilborn.
What a day.
Here's the news.
Tony Khan.
Oh boy.
He's been on Twitter, hasn't he? Look.
I wish he hadn't.
Well, I
actually no. I'm glad he was.
Yeah, this is it. I'm currently taking a few days off from Twitter, and Tony has decided to do this. I've obviously seen these tweets through Reddit and people sending me them and stuff, so I've had to break up a little bit. But yeah, he's gone a little bit nuts over the past couple of days on Twitter, and it's been met with what sounds like some pretty mixed responses in AEW. So we'll go over some of the tweets in a minute. But on Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez said, and I quote, "I've heard that Tony needs to get off his phone and stop tweeting. You know who I heard that from? Not WWE. Well, yeah, from WWE too, but also from AEW. They are saying, will someone get this guy's phone from him?" There, from the AEW people there. Now, Fightful Select have heard a little bit differently, so presumably they've spoken to different sources to Alvarez. Amongst people that Fightful spoke to, there wasn't any real concern or issues with it. Now, some people are of the belief that Khan either shouldn't have tweeted at all, and this is referencing his Undertaker John Cena tweet, which we'll get to, or that he was just having fun with an unfavorable situation, because obviously he lost the ratings war. To be fair, if I lost like that, I'd probably take the piss out of it as well. A little bit. One source pointed out, however, and they're correct, that immediately after, or shortly after the Cena-Undertaker tweet, Khan was announcing a bunch of matches on Twitter while people would have been on his profile. So, you know...
It makes sense, yeah.
Weird...
Mystico coming to AEW.
He is, yeah. He's going to be on Rampage next week.
Amazing. Rocky Romero, is that
Rocky Romero. What a year he's having in CMLL. Can't wait for that. That'll be fun. But... Fightful noted as well that Khan doesn't clear his tweets with PR.
Of course not.
Because he owns the company, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he's certainly been active. Shall we go through some of his big hitters here before we talk about
You don't even need me to do the voice. It's better when you read it.
Yeah, there's no point, is there?
No.
There's no point. This is the big one. After the ratings came in, by the way. This week, 2 active, decades-long rating streaks from 2 great legends were ended. With all due respect, until this week's head-to-head AEW on TBS versus WWE on USA, neither John Cena nor Undertaker had ever been on a WWE show with under 1 million total viewers and under 400,000 in the demo. AEW lost. That makes it funnier.
Yeah. Very certain he was on the NXT shows when they were on the network as well. So
yeah, what's going on? So here's another one. Somebody eyed him No, they didn't even at him. They were tweeting WrestleOps and shoutouts to WrestleOps and some other people. Yes, Vince has allegedly used his power and influence to shoot a lot of shots. You know what that alludes to.
Yep.
Another one, of course, the infamous Sir Vince McMahon quote tweet. If Sir Vince McMahon had said this, it would be the least of his alleged misdeeds. Now, listen, to be fair, the Vince shots, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, brother. Vince McMahon is a piece of shit.
Quite right.
Allegedly. And another one, of course, the bald asshole thing. Shout out Simon Miller.
I thought that was a tease of Miller.
He was shouting out Simon, obviously. But no, that one was like a shot at Triple H and Shawn Michaels ahead of the ratings battle, which was interesting.
Which he lost.
Yeah. Look, my perception of this is really simple. I love it. I also don't think Tony is coping with this very well.
Yes, it was one of those where, like, the initial ones, like the bald asshole ones, I was like, this all day.
Sink your teeth into that.
And then the Taker Cena ones and the subsequent ones from that, I was like, oh no, we've created a monster. What are you doing here? I think it's all fun and games, but then I think a lot of people are just saying, is this really what the boss should be doing?
No. But we don't work there.
Granted.
We don't work there, so screw it. Yeah, I think, it's not very professional for a start. But
he's always been like this for a while.
Yeah.
This isn't out of the blue.
But let me tell you, this is going to be really unpopular, so let me know what you think in the comment section. Please tell me I'm wrong in the comment section.
Yeah.
I think most people will. I think this is good. I think this is good, right? I'm so bored of boring, media-trained, say-nothing assholes in this era. Like, oh, we had a great show, and they did beat us, but we'll be. Shut up, man! Give me pure chaos. Wrestling needs more divisive, crazy personalities, because without them, everything is boring. This is an era of mid, especially in media communications and on social media. Now, I understand why people are upset with this, and I think, to be clear, I think this is terrible business.
Yeah.
I think this is an awful idea. But it's very entertaining to me.
Good for us if you're in the content game. We've got loads to talk about today.
It's very entertaining.
I have a conspiracy theory from my sources. Obviously, just my sources. My little bit. You know, often we get accused of being on the payroll of AEW or WWE.
Both companies, yeah.
Still waiting for those checks to come through. I have a conspiracy theory that Tony Khan's on the payroll. Tony Khan is on the payroll of Elon Musk, because Twitter has sucked for so long since he took over, and everyone's been like, you know what, I'm getting off X, they're going to charge for it, it's all rubbish now, no one sees anyone's tweets unless they've got the stupid blue tick. I don't think it's worth even going on there. Wait a second, Tony Khan's going bonkers, everyone's back on X, it's a conspiracy. I'm telling you right now.
And look, if I worked there, I would be pissed off as well. Yeah. But hey, look, let us know what you think.
Please do.
It's a pile of shit. That's two swears in the first story.
Do I get one then?
Sorry, editor.
Yeah.
No.
I'll be good.
Give Ben Roy an easier day, man.
But sticking with AEW, obviously the international title, hot potatoing it quite a lot recently. Previously, of course, Orange Cassidy held the belt for 326 days. Then Mox beat him, then Phoenix beat Mox, and then this week Orange Cassidy beat Phoenix. And you're like, what's going on here? Mainly I was thinking, after I read this, why don't they just put the title on Jeff Jarrett the other week? But anyway, Orange Cassidy, of course, defeated Ray Phoenix this week and sort of weirdly didn't celebrate. More on that when we get to the Twitter questions, actually. But he had the shock win over Moxley, because Mox obviously suffered a concussion, and they called it, basically. Of course, Moxley was planning, or the plan was to have Moxley face and probably beat Phoenix on Dynamite this week, but unfortunately Moxley wasn't yet cleared to compete, and get well soon, John Moxley, of course.
Yeah.
But the reason why they have been hot potatoing it, other than the thing they had to call because Moxley got concussed, is because Phoenix is having visa issues, so they've decided to take the title off him because they aren't sure how long he's going to be sidelined for, so they've put it back on Orange Cassidy. I think, I've got to say, in terms of making chicken salad out of chicken you-know-what, I think this is quite good. Like, the Orange Cassidy stuff, as I said, we'll get to. The Moxley-Phoenix switch had to happen.
Yeah, he's concussed.
And the Moxley-Orange Cassidy one was actually planned, so we're not going to talk about that one.
It's Lemony Snicket. It's a series of unfortunate events, this, isn't it? You have the big title change at All Out, which I really enjoyed. I thought the match ruled ass. Then Moxley defends against Phoenix and he gets concussed. They have to change it. Okay, no problem. Well, obviously a problem, but compromise. A couple of weeks later, hey, Moxley's getting his shot again. Day of the show. He can't compete. Put it back on Orange because Ray's got visa problems. It's a cluster F of, I'm not going to swear again. It's a cluster of bollocks all over the place. And the story of AEW from day one has been adapting to these things. Remember, of course, the Hangman and Pac having to take place in the UK on an indie show.
I forgot about
because
that.
Pac couldn't lose while he was the Dragon Gate champion and all of that stuff, and it just couldn't. And then, of course, like other early catastrophes, like, well, not catastrophes, but like Moxley contracted MRSA and stuff, and losing.
That promo. Oh, I'm gonna go and watch that today. That was sick.
Completely nuts. But yeah, they've had to adapt to stuff like this from day one. It's what they do. It's their special move, aside from tweeting silly things. But I don't mind it either as a booking practice. Like, I'm not in favour of long-term hot-shotting. See what it's done to the TNT title until Christian repaired it. However,
4 months now.
It must be at least 9. You've had the long Orange Cassidy reign. We're getting a bit of chaos, and then I think we'll get another long reign after that.
Yeah, and I think if I had to guess, I would have thought the original plan was probably long Orange Cassidy reign, relatively short in comparison John Moxley reign, and then probably another long reign for someone else.
Yeah.
But obviously these things happen. But if you're wondering why they keep hot-shotting it, I sense it's probably going to be on Orange Cassidy for a bit now because he's going to go through some sort of transition, which I keep alluding to. We will get to when we get to the Twitter questions. But before we move on to our next story, today is the day, Andy Murray. Tickets go on sale. Oh, actually, sorry. they should be on sale right now for our What Culture podcast live show. The Dadley Boys on tour. It goes down at the Mosaic Tap in Newcastle on Tuesday, November 21st. Tickets are on sale right now. There's even a special thing where if you buy a ticket, you get a t-shirt with it for a special price. I can't remember what the price is, but go and check it out. whatculture.com/tickets. It's going to be a load of fun, and we'd love to see you there.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be great. We're the biggest podcast in the world with the biggest live show in the world. Number one by definition, baby. Prime. Not the energy drink, the E-Fed.
See someone bounced a bottle of Prime off Logan Paul's head in the square off with Dylan Dennis the other day.
Oh, is that fight happening?
I don't know. He got clipped with a mic and he busted open. I'm kind of wanting to watch this now.
I thought Dylan Dennis pulled out and they were getting the homophobe guy to fight him instead.
No, they've got Mike Perry's there in case Dylan Dennis, I think, switches to MMA mid-fight, is what I read. So... But at time of recording, it's still Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis and KSI, come on, against, what's his name, Fury. Goes down this weekend.
Shall we just race through these last two stories?
Yeah.
Who cares? Well, apart from Big Vlad.
Yeah.
Right, bidding war. Yeah, I mean, Raw, people want to buy Raw. Raw gets good ratings. People want to buy it. Of course they do. Ari Emanuel, who is the CEO of Endeavor and TKO Group, obviously the parent companies of WWE, he did an interview with Bloomberg Live this week, and he said that Raw is currently the number one package available as far as Endeavor is concerned. He said this: we got a 40% increase for SmackDown. We have Raw, which is the number one package available. There's free rights coming to market right now. Free big rights. Remember, I can't say DHs, leave me alone. WWE Raw, UFC, NBA. We are involved in 2 of them. There are 6 buyers. 6 buyers, nice. Plus, I would say WWE Network, which is up in 2026. Leave my archive alone. WWE is about to get like 1.4 billion for SmackDown, which commences later this year when it moves from Fox to USA. Raw is up for renewal later this year. If there's 6 potential buyers for it, there'll be some kind of bidding war. Rumours abound of it moving off Mondays and all kinds of other stuff. We'll see what happens there. We don't know how that's going to play out, but it sounds like Raw's going to get a big increase.
Yeah, they're seemingly intimating that maybe Raw becomes the flagship again, and as a result of that, they'll get boatloads of money for it. All I'm asking, and not that it affects this whatsoever, please don't move it off Mondays. Yeah. Like, I've got a really nice system right now. Monday, Raw, Tuesday, NXT, Wednesday, Dynamite, job done, Friday, SmackDown, Collision, etc. Please, we had one day this week where I had to wake and watch NXT. If I have to watch NXT and Dynamite on the same day, my brain's going to explode anymore. If I have to watch Raw and Dynamite, that's 5 hours of wrestling before we come into the office. I'm just going to not sleep.
Yeah.
So
you're not getting any time off either.
Oh, God.
As not your boss, I can decide that.
Tommy Fury, that was his name. I was trying to remember it. Yeah, KSI versus Tommy Fury.
Normal.
Tommy Fury, I watched that Fury's documentary. It's good stuff, actually, on Netflix. Oh. Anyway, let's move over to Impact Wrestling, because Vladimir Kozlov's back. What year is it? No, look, he appeared under his real name, Oleg Prudius. I hope I got that right.
It's a really great name. I don't know why he needed the ring name.
Yes, apologies if I got that wrong, Oleg. Please don't hurt me. He's a terrifying man.
He's huge.
He showed up to attack Champagne Singh, Eric Young, and Jake Something to help his new ally, Dirty Dango, win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet preview match. He now enters the Call Your Shot Gauntlet at number 20. Dango, that is, not Oleg. No word on what he's going to be doing going forward. He has been associated with the company since April of 2021, when he was brought in as the Russian language commentator and made an on-screen cameo alongside Santino Marella in March. Obviously hasn't wrestled since October 2012, where a short run with the Inoki Genome Federation in Japan came to him.
Baby.
And obviously, I think he last worked for WWE in 2011. I think it was 2006 to 2011. But he also, it was an awesome photo that did rounds a few years back with him like all in like gold with a champagne bottle.
He looks like Max Payne.
He looks so cool. Yeah. He's been working as a stuntman on films like John Wick 2 and the Fast and Furious 6. He's just awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, for all you Kozlovaholics, check out Impact last night. He's over there chilling. No idea what he's going to be doing. I just thought this was a fun story.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. He's obviously been doing very well away from wrestling, so it's pretty cool.
I liked the weird pairing of him and Santino in WWE, where they had like a tea party and stuff for
Sheamus. Very weird. Little hats and things.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Cool.
He's a terrifying man, so that's all I'm going to say about it.
Who can we bring back next? Like flipping, I don't know, Mason Ryan? Is he doing Cirque du Soleil?
He is, I was about to say.
Hell yeah.
Looks great. Fair play.
Awesome.
Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions, or should I say YouTube community questions. I've been calling them Twitter questions throughout this, and just remembered I've taken them from the YouTube
Twitter
community
doesn't
page.
even exist anymore. We've used it in the headline for this video.
X is where it's at, guys. But yes, all these questions today come from our YouTube community page, so if you want to send them in future and cast your vote on which show is better this week, or how good you thought, I don't know, Raw or SmackDown was, or whatever.
Tweets.
You can do votes on there. Just make sure you subscribe, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page for our What Culture Wrestling podcast. Watch it. Logar51590 writes, good morning. Do you think Orange Cassidy, I said he was coming back, do you think Orange Cassidy might have a heel turn in the future involving the title? Quote, I used to be a great champion. The way he coveted the belt after this last win, almost pulling away from the best friends. Could he become Gold Cassidy?
Gold Cassidy. Why is that so funny?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll go heel. I think they'll probably just lean into some like tired, pissed off stuff with him a little bit. I think he's going to lose it as soon as Jon Moxley's ready to go again. That seems to be the preferred direction. Yeah, I don't think he'll go full on heel. I'm dubious as to whether or not that would work for him because he's just so much fun.
A slow-mo low blow.
Oh, that's pretty good, to be fair. It wouldn't hurt. It'd just be like that.
Just slowly get lifted. Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe this time instead of putting his hands in his pockets, he fakes it out and goes,
oh,
like an eel. Hey, bud. Oh, he's down there. What the hell?
Oh, still eating that arm.
Yeah. Junkie.
He was on Twitter going bonkers the other day. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, he can't stop himself. Yeah, I don't think he'll go full heel. I think they'll lean into some like, I need this. Like Gollum. Like I need this.
Yeah.
That's not good for me. Like I got beaten up the last time I had this, and then he'll lose it.
Yeah, I think he might. If there's a delay for Moxley coming back, because obviously he shouldn't come back until he's fully ready. Yeah, maybe have him cut a few corners to retain the title, but I don't think it's going to be a full heel turn. But I am intrigued with this new nuance to his character.
Yeah, Gollum, man. Have you played that game? Game of the year.
What's this?
It's
is that Elden Ring? Is that what he's like? Oh, I want the Elden Ring.
That trilogy of movies, Elden Ring, Lord of the Dance.
Lord of the Rings absolutely sucks.
It doesn't suck as much as the Beatles, but I'll give you that.
Fair.
No riffs.
William Sanders, as if with the comment section you needed any more encouragement today.
Hey, listen.
William Sanders, thank you for your question. William writes, to avoid a Cody versus LA Knight situation in the Royal Rumble next year, do you guys see LA Knight possibly challenging Roman for the title that night instead of being in the Rumble? Also,
we literally answered this yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
So you can answer it.
I'm calling it now. Can we get a mirror image of last year's Rumble with Cody and Gunther, with Cody starting at 1 and Gunther coming in at 10? It's a great question. So good we answered it twice.
It's all you.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea, to be honest, William. Yeah, LA Knight feels like a good sort of interim challenger. Basically, I know Roman's not defending the title at all at the moment, but I think anyone you have to have challenge him has to be in the sort of the Sami Zayn vein of maybe WWE are unpredictable sometimes. They could just decide, you know what, we're not waiting until WrestleMania. Bollocks, we're taking the title off Roman so he can be free to have a match with The Rock or whatever. Maybe put some stories out there. Ooh. I don't think anyone's beating Roman until WrestleMania, and the person who's going to beat him at WrestleMania is Cody. But yes, if you have LA Knight in the Rumble, there's a chance you muddy the waters of Cody winning. And also, Cody, yes, needs to start from 1 this year. Don't know about Gunther starting from 30. I think Gunther could come in at any point. And just kick ass because he's Gunther and he's great, but I would like to see him in a world title match at WrestleMania. I'd put Gunther in the World Heavyweight Championship match if he's not already won it by then.
And for my answer, check yesterday's video. It's a good question, too.
AJKR619 gives off on a question of the day.
Booyaka.
It's their birthday. It's from a day ago.
Happy Easter birthday.
Yeah. Morning, legends. As is my birthday yesterday. I was wondering if you could have 3 wrestlers plan a party for you, who would you have and why?
The Outrunners and Tony Khan.
That's great.
The Outrunners
nailed it.
The Outrunners for obvious reasons. They're the youngest men alive.
Yeah.
They bring the party. Tony Khan, because do you remember Joey Janela about 3 years ago told a story about, it's probably not true, but it sounds amazing, about like how after AEW shows, Tony would go insane and order like 500 Whoppers.
Yes.
for the locker room.
Is it White Claw?
White Claw and Whoppers.
Have you ever had a White Claw?
Yeah, it's disgusting. But
what is it?
It's like fizzy fruit water.
No, thank you.
That's alcoholic. It sucks. But that sounds like 500 whoppers.
Is it like sparkling alcoholic water then?
Yeah, basically. Like, you know that...
I drink Foster's and I'm not a fan of this.
It's literally piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like Outrunners is a great shout.
I just want 500 whoppers.
Tony Khan will put on a big party.
Yes.
That man is not short on cash for
whoppers.
A smoke machine or whatever you want. Taking the boys bowling.
And burgers.
I'd have, if not them, Street Profits. They know how to party, those boys. And Otis.
That'd be weird.
I want him there. I love that guy.
Party would get strange.
Boogs would be good fun. Boogs is a consideration. Anyone else?
It's the Outrunners, isn't it? It's
always the Outrunners, isn't it?
Yeah, the youngest men alive. Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
As two of the oldest
Cody.
men alive.
Cody's been out with, I say us, I wasn't working at the time, but he went out with the guys from WCPW when he was working there. And unsurprisingly, had to leave relatively quickly because he went to the club in Newcastle that all the wrestling fans go to, and everyone was like, is that fucking Cody Rhodes? I was going to get one in. Apologies to our editor, who's been working really hard, as our other editors have, Andy, on this video.
Bye!
Bye!